Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas Cowboys, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Calls grow for ex-Browns RB Nick Chubb to sign with NFC contender. Former Cleveland Browns running back Nick Chubb is getting some strong backing as he looks for his next team, with the Dallas Cowboys surfacing as a potential home. Chubb is testing free agency for the first time in his career. He spent all 7 of his NFL seasons with the Browns, establishing himself as one of the most consistent running backs in the league. However, injuries have taken their toll on Chubb, leading to little interest in free agency. Chubb missed most of the 2023 season after suffering a devastating knee injury and was later sidelined by a broken foot. In total, he's played just 10 games over the last 2 years, logging 503 yards and 3 touchdowns. Still, when healthy, few backs have been more dominant. A 4-time Pro Bowler, Chubb has averaged over 5.0 yards per carry throughout his career and rushed for more than 1,000 yards in 4 consecutive seasons from 2019 to 2022. Multiple ex-stars call on Cowboys to sign Nick Chubb. Chubb has previously been tied to the Cowboys. But now, a few former players, including Dallas great Dez Bryant, are urging Jerry Jones to make the move. If the Cowboys get Chubb and combine him with Jaden Blue, the Cowboys' offense will be the most dangerous in the NFL, Bryant wrote on X. I really can't find a con if that happens. Think about it. Blue gets to learn from a dynamic back who plays the game the right way. That's how you mold a young promising running back. Chad Johnson expressed a similar sentiment. Dear Jerry Jones, Nick Chubb is right there, Johnson wrote on social media. The Cowboys' backfield is somewhat uncertain. Dallas had the fewest rushing touchdowns, 6, last season, and their leading rusher, Rico Dowdle, signed with the Carolina Panthers. Javonte Williams currently tops the depth chart, with Miles Sanders and rookie Jaden Blue also expected to receive some work for the Cowboys. Insider Jane Slater of NFL Network previously shut down the idea of Chubb landing in Dallas. For those Cowboys fans seeking more, I checked on anything additional in the works. For instance, are guys like Nick Chubb or Stephon Gilmore still in play? The response, they were never in play, Slater said earlier this month. Nick Chubb not returning to Browns. Many have clamored for Chubb to return to the Browns. But a reunion seems highly unlikely, with the Browns stocked up on running back talent and not showing much interest in bringing back the third leading rusher in franchise history. As far as Nick Chubb is concerned, the Browns have no plans to sign him anytime soon, but the door is open a crack in the event the Browns have an injury at the position, or decide to bring him as their 4th running back, which they really don't want to do, Cabot said. Hopefully someone will offer him the good job he deserves, even if he has to wait for an injury to a starter or backup. The Browns drafted Quinton Judkins and Dylan Sampson this year. They'll join Jerome Ford and Pierre Strong Jr. in Cleveland's backfield. Cowboys urged to sign $52 million Super Bowl champion CB. The Dallas Cowboys have 3 high-level cornerbacks on the roster, 2 of whom might not even be healthy to start the regular season. That's why Bleacher Report's Mo Moton thinks the one move the Cowboys should make over the last part of the offseason should be to sign veteran free agent and Super Bowl champion cornerback Kendall Fuller, who started 11 games for the Miami Dolphins in 2024. Dallas can bring in Fuller to shore up its pass coverage, Moton wrote on May 24. He can line up outside to fill in for Diggs and transition into the slot if none of the young defensive backs impress in nickel duties. The 30-year-old has extensive experience playing on the boundary and as a nickelback. Fuller is the type of do-it-all player that teams covet in the secondary. His only problem is he turned 30 years old in February. He's still probably a better option right now than NFL All-Pro Trevon Diggs, who is coming off his 2nd ACL tear in 3 seasons, and rookie 3rd-round pick Siobhan Revel, who is less than 1 year removed from his own ACL injury. Dallas also lost cornerback Jordan Lewis to free agency. Lewis, a 2017 third-round pick, started 13 games for the Cowboys in 2024 and spent the first 8 seasons of his career in Dallas before he signed a 3-year, $30 million contract with the Jacksonville Jaguars on March 10. Fuller cashed in big after winning Super Bowl. Fuller was a 2-time All-ACC selection and All-American at Virginia Tech before the Washington Commanders selected him in the 3rd round, number 84 overall, of the 2016 NFL Draft. He played 2 seasons with Washington before he was traded to the Kansas City Chiefs before the 2018 season. With the Chiefs, Fuller started 19 games over 2 seasons and became best known for making one of the biggest defensive plays in franchise history with a game-sealing interception in Super Bowl 54 against the San Francisco 49ers. Fuller cashed in big following the Super Bowl win and returned to Washington on a 4-year, $40 million contract in March 2020. He signed a 2-year, $15 million contract with the Dolphins in March 2024 but was released 1 year later to clear $2.941 million in salary cap space. Fuller matched his career high with 4 interceptions in 2020 in his first season back in Washington, which was also the last time the franchise made the playoffs. For his career, Fuller has played in 128 games with 104 starts and 16 interceptions. To say the Cowboys are dealing with some big problems on defense might be putting it lightly. Along with the injuries to Diggs and Revel, the largest issue for the team might be that their best player, edge rusher Micah Parsons, still doesn't have a new contract. It's not clear why the Cowboys haven't paid Parsons, arguably the best defensive weapon in the NFL. According to DLLS reporter Clarence Hill, it's a problem with no solution in sight. Per source, there has been no movement forward with the Cowboys and agent David Mulugheta on a Parsons deal, Hill wrote on May 7 on his official X account. Cowboys trade Trevon Diggs rumor cleared up by NFL Insider. Trevon Diggs has experienced a rough go of things the past few years with the Dallas Cowboys. The upward trajectory of his career saw him burst onto the scene in this second season, finishing the campaign with a gaudy 11 interceptions. Following his 3rd season with the Cowboys, the franchise had seen enough to convince them on an extension offer of 5 years $97 million. But Diggs has not been the same player since. That has not come out of complacency. Instead, a horrible stretch of injury luck has caused him to miss 23 games in the last 2 years. Diggs has shown his ability to be an impact player on the field, though his biggest problem remains actually being on the field. For this reason, Bleacher Report's Brent Sobleski believes both sides could use a fresh start. Both cornerback Trevon Diggs and the Dallas Cowboys may be better off without each other. That may come across as counterintuitive considering how good Diggs has been when he's healthy, but he hasn't been healthy over the last 2 seasons, Sobleski wrote. Dallas added depth at cornerback this offseason by trading for former first-round pick Kaiir Elam and selecting East Carolina's Siobhan Revel Jr. in the 3rd round of the draft. That duo will join Darren Bland and Israel Mukuamu, who can cover the slot after Jordan Lewis' departure in free agency. Adding to this concept, one Cowboys fan site claims, the Dallas Cowboys could trade Trevon Diggs if the price is right. These fans also say the money saved here could be spent to sign Micah Parsons. Where's all of this coming from? Now Bland is a fine player and Revel is an intriguing prospect. But by no means do the Cowboys have the current depth to enjoy life without Diggs. He may not be the same ball-hawking presence of old, but his game has evolved. Diggs is the team's number 1 corner. He is not just turned loose to chase balls, instead he is usually drawing a top assignment every week he is on the field. That responsibility not only requires the talent, but also the confidence of handling oneself in coverage. That value and role is not easy replaced with a phone call and the exchange of draft picks.